Good morning, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be going over the Temple of 𝐵𝐻𝐿 gold farm. Let us begin. Okay, so today with the Temple of 𝐵𝐻𝐿 gold farm, there are a couple of little different types of things that you need to go over. Now what you're going to be wanting to do to get yourself ready for this gold farm is by using the enchant of Elemental Force. Use this on a usable item, which is like this dagger, which my druid can use. We're going to be wanting to use this and equip that immediately. Put that over there, and because we have that dagger, we have a lovely little effect. However, let's go over towards the raid. Once you're actually in said raid, what you're going to be wanting to do is you can mount up. This is really handy. You can gather up all of these mobs for additional transmog. However, that's not the keynote item we're going for. With number one, we're going towards Prophet Skerim, as he has a chance of dropping the mini Mindslayer battle pet. Now this one isn't worth an awful lot. However, it is the first one on the instance, and we'll just keep going from there. If we actually go up into Worth It and have a look at what different types of items you can actually get hold of, Mini Mindslayer is about 60 gold. That's not the item we're going for. The next item of note is the Anubis Idol, going for around about 2,850 gold. However, the keynote item is the Viscidus globule, selling at around about 9,999 gold. Now jumping over towards Viscidus, what you're going to be wanting to do is go into my cat form, and using the dagger we actually got earlier with the Elemental Force, we want to attack this guy with physical attacks and also with frost attacks, hence why the ability of Elemental Force, as Elemental Force is used to create the initial frost attacks. We need to attack him with at least 30 of those in concession in order to get Viscidus to actually freeze. Once he is actually frozen, you will then want to attack him with physical attacks once again, and once that is actually all said and done, he will actually start turning blue and then will begin to freeze in order to actually freeze him solid and then crack him and then make him basically shatter. So you got to freeze the goo in order to actually break him, in order to actually loot and defeat the boss in general. Any other way? There are multiple other different types of ways. However, the Elemental Force is the easiest one because the Elemental Force enchant is around about 15 gold on the auction house, along with a simple low level dagger to actually learn it on. Doesn't take actually all that long in order to actually do, and it costs you very little, and you can just keep reusing that method over and over, hence why I like doing it, because I find that it just works in general. Now that didn't take very long in order to actually do, and the Viscidus globule drops at around about 30% drop chance, but it's because he has a unique way in order to take out said boss, means that the battle pet goes for a little bit higher of a value when it comes towards obtaining said battle pet. Hence why I prefer to actually farm this raid up than most others, as that means that the Viscidus globule is a little bit harder in order to obtain. And the last bosses on our list is for the Anubis Idol, which drops relatively easily in the grand scheme of things. Along with that, the only thing to know with these guys is one of the twin emperors is affected by magic and the other one is not, and vice versa with physical damage. So just FYI, if it's not working, then all being said, that's all. Then you'll have to go to the opposite one. However, we did just get the Anubis Idol for 3,446 gold, and overall I'm quite happy with that, as then I can just add that into my bags and then just do that. And then we have the Anubis Idol, which we can sell in the auction house for a decent amount of gold. Now, if we actually jump out of the instance and go onto our Brutosaur, we can have a look at how much gold we can actually make from this particular gold farm. If we go in towards Worth It, go over towards Raid Pets, and we just type in Arn, we can then find the actual gold farm in question. If we actually look up the Viscidus globule overall, it a level 1 goes for around about 10,000 gold. But if we wait till Squirt Day or just level it up to level 25, which you can find a free battle pet stone that levels it to 25 if you haven't done the quest already on a fresh character in your garrison, just FYI, that will be around about 14,899 gold, so just about 15,000 gold. If we just go over towards the Anubis Idol, which we actually got, It's currently going for around about 2,000 to 3,000 gold for a level 1, but for at level 25, if I waited till Squirt Day, I can sell that for around about 8,000 gold. With the mini Mind Slayer, there is literally no, don't bother, just don't sell it, because the Viscidus Globule and the Anubis Idol I use for pet battles, where the mini Mind Slayer isn't really used all that much, and it's relatively inexpensive to farm up and all that jazz, so I really wouldn't worry about the mini Mind Slayer. It's the Anubis Idol and the Viscidus Globule which is the keynote items. Other than that, guys, have an awesome rest of the day, and if you want any other different types of gold making resources, then you can find that over within the Patreon. Take it easy and have an awesome rest of the day.